I think now as a kids pastor, I work with all these families and all these children, and I can't, on my own, I cannot disciple these children. There's just too many of them. I can't get to know them. I can't see what they're doing at school every day. I can't hang out with them all. And no matter how big my team is of volunteers, we still can't see them every day. We see them like maybe once a week on a Sunday. And I was suddenly in this community where parents were the ones spending their time with their kids all the time, but actually they wanted faith. I think that's what I've seen, is the more time I spend with Christian parents, the more I see how deeply they really want their kids to grow up to know Jesus. Like, that's just so deep within them, and so often people feel like they don't know how to do that, and often their response is to throw them at us as children's workers and say, hey, you know everything, like, you take my children and take them for this and that and this and that and teach them and then send them back to me and they'll be great. And they don't do it, I don't think they do it intentionally. I think they genuinely think that that's the best thing for their children, is to come see us. And actually, for me, it's been really amazing to see people empowered to do it themselves, and actually for parents to realise that they're already doing it. So I work in an area that is just notorious. It's so busy. Everyone's busy. Everyone does swimming and then this and then, like, beavers, scouts, cubs, like cycling, all these different things, and it's on the go all the time. And for parents to feel like bringing their kids up to be a Christian is just another thing on the to-do list, I just don't think that was very helpful. And then this whole parenting for faith idea, and particularly Rachel's resources and that kind of side of it, really, I found, releases parents to say, you know what, you're already doing it. Like, how can you make what you're already doing in your day-to-day lives a way to talk to your kids about faith, like a window into your spirituality? It's not about adding something else to the to-do list. It's about taking what you're already doing and realising how God's working in that and kind of going with him on that. And I think for me, that was the big change, and that was the big difference, is that it's so powerful, and yet it doesn't actually require that much more energy because people are already doing it. It's biblical, right? So it goes right back to, I imagine, that's how they did it in Bible times. They would have, yes, there were big groups, yes, there were group assemblies and people coming together and the early church and that kind of thing. But actually, parents were bringing up their kids for faith in some way, shape or form. And I think maybe maybe see it in different communities at different times where it's been really prominent. And I feel like maybe now there's just a whole bunch of people in the Christian sphere right now that are talking about it and have brought it back to people's attention, and I think it's becoming intentional again. So I don't think it's necessarily that it wasn't being done, but I just don't think parents were realising that they were doing it, and there was a big movement towards paid children's workers, and that's great. I mean, it's my job, so I can't complain. But with that comes this idea of, well, I'm the expert and you're not, which is so not true. Like, so not true. Parents know their children way better than I can know them. And sure, I can help them with the theory, and I can help them with exploring new ideas that they might not have thought about before. And I can read books that they don't have time to read and then summarise them. But actually, they're the ones that hang out with their kids. So I think they are doing it. As to why now, I don't know. It's exciting.